Hey guys, my name's Yvette and welcome to my DIY channel, and I hope that you guys are having a great day. So I wanted to share some very easy beginner friendly macrame projects, and if I could do them, you could definitely do them. So let's get started. Okay guys, so I started out by cutting 4 pieces and I made them each 5 inches long. I'm gonna attach them to this little earring triangle thingy that I got from an Etsy shop. So you wanna fold your macrame cord evenly in half, and we're gonna do what's called a lark's head knot. So take your cord and you wanna put the part that's looped through wherever you want to attach it to, and then you take the ends and you pull them through the loop and then just pull down on it tightly, and that's it. Now we're going to do this 3 more times. So now that the macrame cord is all looped in, I'm going to take a comb and I'm just going to comb through the ends. I'm going to take a piece of duct tape and I'm going to tape down the top part because I don't want to cut that. And then now, finding my middle part, I'm going to cut a triangle. Make sure that you have good scissors because the ones I used kind of sucked. But that's basically all we have to do for these earrings. For the second earring, I like to put them back to back so that I make sure that their lengths are the same size. And that's it, we have our cute little triangle macrame earrings. Alright guys, so for our second macrame project, we're going to make the twisted keychain. So you want to cut out 3 pieces of macrame cord. The first one I made 14 inches long and the second 2 I made 26 inches long. Again, we're going to connect our macrame cord doing the lark's head knot. When connecting our longer pieces, we're not going to fold these in half. You want one side to be 7 inches long and the other side to be 19 inches long. And I just measured it up against the short cord I had already looped on. And so you want the longer piece on the outside. And then do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Make sure that the longer piece is on the edge. Okay, so for this keychain, all we have to do is a half square knot, and I'm gonna number these so it'll make it easier for you guys to understand me. So you wanna take piece number 1 and make sure it goes over pieces 2 through 5, and then take piece 6 and make sure that it goes over number 1, and then still grabbing onto piece number 6, make sure that it goes under pieces 1 through 5, and then you just pull it up from there and pull it tight. And that's it. There's our half square knot, and that's all we have to do for the rest of this keychain. That exact same thing in that same order and direction, because that's what's going to make our keychain twist. So once you get to your desired length, we're going to tie our keychain off, and to do this, we're going to do a wrapping knot. Cut out a small piece of macrame cord, and the length doesn't really matter as long as it's long enough to wrap around the keychain a couple of times. So you want to make a small loop on one end and hold it up against where you want to tie off your keychain. Now take the longer piece of cord hanging from your loop and wrap that around your keychain a couple of times. When you're happy with the amount of times you've wrapped around your keychain, take the piece you've been wrapping and stick it through the loop on the bottom. And then pull on the end of the loop sticking from the top to make it tight. Lastly, cut off the extra cord sticking out. Make sure to cut your ends evenly, and then I just combed through mine. I also wanted to show you guys that you can make this look even more twisty if you twist it yourself, and it actually stays like that, but I don't like it looking super twisty, so I just keep the natural amount of twists it does. Okay guys, so for our plant hanger, you want to cut out 8 pieces of macrame cord, and I made them each 50 inches long. Fold your pieces evenly in half, and we're going to do the lark's head knot to attach all of them. So now we're going to do a square knot. Start out by doing the half square knot just like we did before. Now we're going to do another half square knot, but this time in the opposite direction. So take the piece number 4 and go over pieces 2 and 3. Now take piece number 1 and make sure that it's going over piece number 4, and then that you bring it under pieces 2 through 4 and you pull it up tight, and now you have a full square knot. So we're going to do that for the rest of the first row. Moving on to the second row, we're going to do the exact same thing we just did, except we're going to skip the first 2 pieces on the left, and we're also not going to tie the last 2 pieces on the right. For the third row, take the first 4 pieces on the left and the last 4 pieces on the right and move them to the side because we're not going to knot these. fourth row, take away the first 6 pieces on the right and the last 6 pieces on the left, and we're just going to square knot the remaining 4 pieces in the middle. So now we have a little triangle design going on, and we're going to do a double hitch half knot. So take the piece on the left and make it cross over diagonally. Now take the second piece next to it and make sure it goes on top of piece number 1, and then pull it under like I am, and then just pull it tight like that, and do the exact same thing with that same piece of cord we just used to make it a double hitch half knot. And now do the same thing with the next 6 pieces of cord. Right here you can see that we did the double hitch half knot with 7 pieces, and then the cord diagonally makes it 8. So now we can move on to the other side and do the exact same thing. So then you're going to end up with 8 pieces on the left and 8 pieces on the right. Next, we're going to do the same thing we just did, just another row under it. I'm going to divide the cord into 4 sections. Now I'm going to go down a couple of inches and I'm going to do a square knot. Make sure to do the same thing to the other 3 sections, and make sure that the square knots meet at around the same area. Taking a 4-inch nursery pot, I'm going to grab the first 2 pieces on the left and the last 2 pieces on the right, and I'm going to bring them around the nursery pot so that I know where to do this connecting square knot. Right here, I'm just making sure that my nursery pot does fit in there, and now I'm going to tie this off with a wrapping knot. And I'm just going to cut the ends the same length. Lastly, I did want to let you guys know that I slightly pulled at these 4 pieces right here just to give a little extra room for whatever pot we put in there. And yeah, we're done. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys try some of these out and subscribe for more DIYs and stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!